Mine.
If an estate agency closes down and can't manage their rental properties anymore, can they force the landlords to move to an agency of the managing agency's choice? So question one, can they force a move? If the landlords refuse to move, are the current agents still not liable, but still entitled to get commission until the mandate has ended or until the place tenant has moved out? So the second question is, would they still be entitled to the commission? Obviously, if this relates to them having closed down, you might just need to touch on both aspects. And then this is a very confusing situation, and what rights does the landlord have on this? So two questions in one.
Brilliant, Emma. So I love the question, and I think that's a question these days that we get more often for two reasons. One, a lot of owners are selling the properties. A lot of them are buying as well. But I mean, when an owner sells, can you force the purchaser to be bound to the mandate agreement? The answer is no. But even though that sounds very far off, the principle is the same. That's why I'm bringing it in like that. But what we are seeing often, especially now with in the industry, in the agency industry, a very big push towards massive growth of rental books, and it's beautiful to watch. I'm very proud of the rental industry and the agencies to actually really understand the value of the rental market, which is fantastic. But this means we see a lot of book acquisitions. And it doesn't necessarily mean it's because the agency is closing down. It could very well also just be because the agency decides, you know what, we're only going to focus on sales. I don't know why anybody would do that, but be that as it may. We're only going to focus on sales, or it's an agent that's retiring or whatever, and they sell their book as you would sell an insurance book. A lot of that's happening right now, which is good. It obviously, in a way, increase the amount of properties that are being managed, which is a good thing. We see a lot of growth in the rental market around that. But an agent who is selling their book can never, ever, ever force the owner to go to the new agency. If an agency is selling their book because they are not going to be rental agents anymore, they can't hold on to the mandate. So the moment you sell your book, the owners that doesn't want to go to the new agency doesn't have to. That is part of all the calculations that's done in the background by people that considers the amount of drop-off that you're going to have. Landlords that doesn't want to move to the new agency, and we cater and we factor that in. Actually, it's very much part of the process, because you can't force somebody to contract with a specific person. It's almost like agents forcing sellers to work with a specific conveyancer. It's not allowed. You can't force professional services onto a person. It's 100% a right that they have. We have freedom to contract, and you're allowed to contract with whoever you want to contract with. So you are allowed to say no, thank you. But then obviously the mandate ends the moment the sale is finalized. So the agent that had the mandate is entitled to payment in terms of that mandate up to the point of the sale. And from that point of sale of the book or closure of the other agency or whatever the situation is, they are no longer entitled to their commission because they're not doing anything for their commissions. So that's the long and the short of the story. So you are allowed as the landlord to say, no, thank you, I'm not moving to the new agency, but your obligation to pay a commission to the agent that is closing their book or selling their book or ending their mandate or whatever can charge the commission. And remember, your procurement commission, your placement commission is paid upfront. And you can potentially have an argument if the tenant leaves as well, about a prorated refund on the procurement commission. But the truth is, the owner is still going to get the value out of that procurement commission. So basically, on placement, the full procurement commission is payable. And even if the book is then sold, you're not going to be able to recoup that as the landlord, that prorated commission, because you're still getting the benefit. There are agencies, and yeah, agents, I want to caution you guys, there are agencies that refer to tenants on their books as their tenants. It's not your tenant, it's the landlord's tenant. So if that sale occurs and the landlord ends mandate, the agency can't say, yeah, but I want the tenant, so I'm moving him into a new property. If that happens, yes, you're going to be able to claim your commission back, but not just your commission. There's a much bigger claim behind that, because that's an intellectual claim that would make my eyes tear. And I really hope there isn't agents that does that. But if there is, they shouldn't. Please, guys, don't do that. It's not your tenant, so the landlord keeps the tenant, and it's for that reason that the landlord pays the full commission up to the point of sale. But if there was a management mandate and the landlord says, no, thank you, I'm not moving to the new agent, the new agent isn't fulfilling a management mandate, so then the landlord will no longer pay management commission, but your procurement commission was paid.